Weather correction by electrization of the atmosphere. The humanity experiences constant growth of global climate problems. In the recent decades, that includes forest fires that destroy the habitat, high air temperature and droughts that change the way we live, floods that regularly brings despair and devastation, ever-increasing air pollution, especially in the large cities, hurricanes and typhoons that regularly brings enormous damage. Many of these climate problems are the cumulative effect of technogenic processes which negatively impact the electric state of the atmosphere by uncontrollable release of energy to the atmosphere, by high voltage power lines, by all types of combustion processes in car engines, aircraft turbines, and industrial furnaces. The atmosphere is broke. The technogenic process makes negative impact on the electric state of the atmosphere, and they are the cause of climate change. Air pollution is the silent and very powerful killer. It is the cause of 7 million premature deaths worldwide every year. The Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development estimated the health costs of climate change and air pollution of OECD countries for India and China is $3.5 trillion annually. According to the World Health Organization, 14 Indian cities figured in the top 20 most polluted cities in the world. Government spends huge amount of money on the activities in order to reduce negative effect from the climate change, yet with minimum or no effect on correcting climate. By traditional view, atmospheric electricity is considered to be the consequence of meteorological processes. It is also believed that it is impossible to change the state of atmosphere because it has enormous energy. However, in 1989 in Amsterdam, at the International Congress on Geocosmic Relations, a new theory of Russian physicist Dr. L. Fochmelnik was published, from which it followed that the weather could be controlled by applying limited energy. According to the new approach, there has been made corrections to electrodynamic fundamentals. Based on the theory, a technology of atmospheric ionization was developed. Technology uses the fact that about half, that is 48% of the heat that heats the atmosphere is the heat of condensation of water vapor into liquid aerosol particles, which further becomes particles of precipitation. Electrons, by electric charge, attract molecules of water which are electric dipoles. Aerosol particle formation and growth is accompanied by the release of heat. The heat energy could be controlled. The earth, atmosphere, and the space are electrically charged, each possessing certain number of electrons. By changing the concentration of electrons in the atmosphere, it is possible to regulate the temperature of the air, the level of precipitation, and other climate conditions. In the absorption of electrons, the temperature of atmosphere can drop by 10 degrees Celsius, and finally the ice age could come. To realize the opportunity, in 1990, ELAT technology was developed to correct the weather by a network of ground-based electron emission ELAT stations, which consist of DC high voltage source and an antenna, a network of thin emission wires that are suspended at some height above the ground. The ELAT installation equipment consists of control system, high voltage DC power source, and antenna towers. For many years, the ELAT technology has been applied climate problems, rain induction, and air temperature control, fighting forest fires, filling reservoirs, decreasing pollution, and weakening hurricanes. The technology was successfully applied in Mexico, Cuba, Argentina, Israel, and other countries. Precipitation level increased in the number of Mexican states in 2000 to 2008. The possibility of lowering the temperature was first tested in Mexico in 1996 and 1998. The decrease in the air temperature in the state of Sonora after a month of work was 8 degrees. Several reservoirs were successfully filled. Crop yields were increased and agriculture losses were decreased in the number of Mexican states. Forest fires were prevented over the years by moisturizing forests in northern states of Mexico on the US border. The level of air pollution and ground ozone level were decreased in Mexico City. The ELAT technology was also applied against hurricanes. Within 3 hours, the level of Hurricane John in 2006 has been decreased from 3 to 1 category. The level of Hurricane Dean 1 in 2007 has been decreased from 5 to 2 category. According to Federal Electricity Commission of Mexico, the damage of Hurricane John and Dean was negligible comparing to the destruction that is usually made in such hurricanes. The International Scientific Committee took active part in observing the work of ELAT technology and confirming the results of weakening hurricanes. The ELAT technology is absolutely safe for humans and any type of technological equipment, which is confirmed by government certification in Mexico, Russia and Israel. Currently, the work is underway to introduce technology in China, India and Brazil. Return on investment for ELAT technology for any application is very high, providing investors with the secure opportunity for high profits. The proposed ELAT technology is scientific-based, proven and totally safe. It is a remedy to cure our atmosphere from negative impact made by technogenic processes. Whether we are rich or poor, we share the same atmosphere and breathe the same air. We all need to save our planet from climate change problems.